Good morning. I'm in Whangamata, up the Coromandel. One of those mornings when you wake up and you're lethargic, you've worked all week, and all you want to do is do nothing. Your mind's battling. And I had this battle going on where I could see the weather, could see how nice it was. I mean, look at it. But my mind's saying, just do nothing. Just sit at home, just thinking of all the reasons to be lazy. And I managed to overcome it. And sometimes it's just actually going, just packing up and leaving. And I had that choice. So I was sort of on the way thinking, do I go locally at the boat ramp, filled up the tank and just keep going. Ended up here, so really happy I am. I mean, look at the weather, it's fantastic. So what I want to do today is try and get up the coast a bit. I've been here before. There's a video I had earlier where I've gone sort of south from Whangamata. This time I want to go north. And I'm going to try and get up to Slipper Island, which is off the coast of Tairua. Have a look around there. I'm going to try and get quite a bit of drone footage up there and just give you a little bit of hopefully helpful narration on the way. So happy I came, and hopefully this will be a really good trip. Talk soon. RXP is loaded up. Doesn't it look juicy? I love that black. So I'm going to have the link box in the back today. I'll have my gear in it. You just have the anchor bag, a few other things in the front, and then a bit of filming gear in the front. One good thing about the RXP over the RXT is you've got this larger centre console. You've probably seen the ST3 hull, they don't come with the big, they've got sort of a very restricted small centre console. This is a lot better, and a lot better for what I do in a filming sense. I always seem to forget something. Today I've forgotten the bracket for my action cam, my trusty DJI action cam. That's alright, so there'd be encouragement for me to do more drone footage and a bit more of this sort of stuff. Just coming out of the 5 knot zone, Whangamata. Beautiful day. Hard to complain about anything at all. Just coming out of the 5 knot zone. You can probably see over there, it's a Whangamata bar. If you like surfing, that's a good place to be. Not a huge wave today, but a few people out, see if we can catch a wave. Nice. Crouch in there. It's certainly very rugged and pretty, the coastline up here. It's actually a reasonable swell, but it's the first time I've actually been up this side, and it's really nice. Bit of swell floating in. So I'm just trying to hug the coastline a little bit here. Probably coming up on Whitatoa Beach, and then hopefully I'll make my way up to Slipper Island. A little bit more choppy than I was hoping, but nothing too bad. So that is Whangamata Beach and Township. Tucked in there. Looks like there'd be quite an early little wave going on there. I'm not going to get in there to find out. There's a few surfers. Stunning. Okay, I must admit I had a bit of a fupa before. I said whitatoa, which is actually the other way. So a poetry is what I meant. So I'll just show you, spin around here. So there's a poetry beach. Isn't that nice? Pine and bush right down to the sand dunes. It's quite long. I've never been there before. It's sort of, I guess, on the way to Pauanui, Tairua from Whangamata. And we're off there, which is Slipper Island. So we'll head out there now. Alright, we are at Slipper Island. I'm on the eastern side of the island. There's be a little bay on the south side there where there's some boats moored up. And I believe there's another bigger bay you can moor up on the other side. So that would be the western side. So I'm just going to go around this way, sort of east around the northerly, and then just have a look. Should be good. She's a bit bumpy around this side. Certainly pretty though. Look at that. It's very interesting colours. I'm on the northern tip of the island. It's actually a reasonable sized island. I thought it was smaller than this. Looking over towards Tairua there. I never realised that Tairua, you can see the houses sort of stepped up that hill. I never realised that. It's pretty crazy. And then you're looking up further on the Coromandel. So nice. I'll keep going around. Oh, it feels good to get that helmet off. Give me helmet head. So I've just come into the western side of the island and just stunning. It was a little bit rough around the northern side, but when you come around, it's just calmed off quite a bit. And I'm about to go into a bay and I'll show you what that looks like when I'm coming in. Hello, sheepy. Just chilling. Oh, it's very calm around this side. It's nice. Oh, this is cool. Wow, look at this beach. That is so nice. So there's actually a really nice glamping resort on the island. That must be it right there. So there's, as I understand, cabins, glamping tents, and it's really, really good, I've been told. Good couples thing too. So I'll have a look closer when we get in there. There's a little jetty around the corner there as well when you come through. It's very, very, very nice. Check out that house on the top of the hill. Wow, that would be nice. So I'm sitting on the beach here at Slipper Island and it's amazing really. White sand, a couple of other boats have moored up. People are just chilling on the beach. It's like a deserted paradise island. I'm surprised I haven't been there before. I'll show you the pier, the jetty. I don't know whether that got messed up in the cyclone recently, but you can see it behind me. I'll show you now what it looks like. Not in great condition. Something's definitely happened to it. Such a pretty place. I'm going to have a swim, have a bit of a lie in the sun, recalibrate my thinking, and hopefully get into the moment, try and just be here, purposefully be here, which is I'm finding very hard to do lately in life. Just get caught up looking at the future. So let's try and be mindful. From around this headland here, you've got Pauanui, you can sort of see it on the right side there, Tairua, and they have a taxi that usually comes over here, I think, to the glamping resort. It's actually private property, so I can't go any further than the foreshore and the beach line. A couple of boats coming in. Oh, here comes one of those annoying jet skiers, eh? Sort of see over there, that's the Slipper Island Resort. Looks so nice. I'm going to come and stay here. Definitely going to come back and do that. Pick a nice weekend. It's a little deserted beach. Love it. Well, how happy am I that I came out and did something? Because you end up in situations like this. I'm basically on a paradise island. I feel like I'm on a deserted island. And I could have been stuck at home doing boring, mundane tasks on a Saturday. Instead, I'm here. It's sunny. I've now been somewhere new. Struggling to get mindful, so I've actually got to try and go and lie down now and just try and listen and be here. I find that quite hard to do sometimes, particularly after a long work week. And the long work week also gives you that mental battle where you wake up on a Saturday morning and you're just in this lethargic mode. And you literally have a battle where you've got one side of your mind saying, just don't do anything. Why do you need to? You've earned this. And the other side saying, you'll regret it on Monday if you don't actually get out there and enjoy life. So I'd encourage you to do it. Get outside, find things to do, particularly right now. It's been a tough last couple of years. Everyone's had troubles, and one way you can sort of dig yourself out personally and with others is to actually get out and do stuff. Get in the sunshine. I'm lucky enough to have found something, jet skiing, touring, that I really enjoy, which also gets me out and gets me into that sort of adventure mode, finding new things, which I found a little bit later in life, but still loving it. I recommend this island, highly recommend it. It's somewhere I'm definitely going to come back and stay. I'm going to have a look at the glamping resort online and see if I can book something a bit later on. Other than that, I'm going to go and try and lie down and just again get mindful, see if I can actually be here half an hour or so, have another swim, get back on the ski and head back. You probably saw on the drone footage, the water's fantastic. There's a lot of fish and wildlife in the ocean. I don't know what it is about dolphins, but I've got a couple others that I go out with and they always seem to have dolphins that come up to them, and I've yet to have that. So you'll see that one day in one of my videos, and I'll have to have it in the titles, I finally get dolphins or something along those lines, because I just really want to have dolphins swimming around me. That'd be really, really cool. So I've just left Slipper Island. Well, I've actually gone around the southern side. There's another bay. Have a look at this. Some really good boats moored in here. And I'm just loving those houses. Look at those houses up there. You see rainwater harvesting tanks. Probably batches or holiday homes. Wouldn't that be great? I saw there was an airstrip on the other side too, it looks like, so what a place to have a holiday home. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go round closer to the coast, see what it's like and make my way back to Whangamata. If I can get a good spot over there, I might throw the drone up, just try and get some good footage of the ranges over there. So let's get going. Just stopped off at Pauanui beach and I had to get some footage of the drone, so you'll see that. Hopefully that comes out really well. I just couldn't resist. It's such a nice coastline. These are the low light lenses I've got on my goggles, and it makes a huge difference, I tell you. And even when they aren't covered in salt spray, just so the whole experience is so much better when you're riding. Really good. And a quick comment on the RXP. This is probably the choppiest I've had it on the ocean, and I can confirm it tracks a lot better than the RXT on the ST3 hull. You feel it a bit more though in terms of comfort, so I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. It's kind of like if you've got a Supra, you're driving a Toyota Supra and it's all sport, goes where you want to, really fast, nimble. Then you jump into like a Lexus RX or something like that, and it's just full of sound, buffering, acoustic protection. And that's kind of what the RXT felt like. It was that Lexus of rides versus the Supra on the RXP. You don't get that comfort on the bouncing, it pushes a bit more into you, but you get the tracking ability. And saying that though, I don't feel it as much in my back and my legs. I'll tell you how I feel tomorrow, maybe that'll be the kicker. But yeah, really happy with it. Really happy with it. It is a bit of a wetter ride though. Like, you notice that if you put your nose down a bit, it sprays you a bit more, so the ST3 hull is really good for keeping you dry. That's something to keep in mind. So I'm going to keep going. That's my target. I'm going to head all the way down there, back to Whangamata, not far to go, so I'll keep going. Check out this house up here. Just imagine waking up every morning and looking out that window. That'd be very nice. So this has been a choppy ride. Choppiest I've had on the RXP since I've had it, but I still much prefer it to the RXT. I mentioned a comparison to a Supra or a Lexus. It definitely is like the Supra. It's like a Supra with better suspension. And I guess the RXT is like a nice Lexus RX, but when it's in the chop, it's like the Lexus's steering's busted all over the shop. Still really like the RXT, different reasons, but I'm very happy with the RXP now, so I've just got to go around this corner and I'm pretty much back at Whangamata. Okay, wrapped up. Not much to say in that one really, just life is good. And I nearly cracked the 10 hour mark, 9 point something on the break-in, so I'm this close. Life's pretty good. I'll see you next time.